hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Viv, and I am an emotional eating, binge eating, yo yo dieting, nutrition, and fitness coach. That's a mouthful. And on this channel, I talk all about binge eating, emotional eating, overcoming yo-yo dieting, and gaining and losing the same the same 20, 30, 40 pounds for your entire life, just gaining it, then losing it, then gaining it back and losing it. How we finally get over that process. And we know, at least the ones who've been watching, that that's something that I struggled with for the majority of my young adult/adult life. So, in today's video, I had the topic written down and I totally forgot. What was I talking about again? Yes, okay, got it. I remember now. Okay. In today's video, we are talking about the fact that your mind, your subconscious mind, God, the universe, your soul, spirit, does not understand the word no. Why is that relevant to overcoming binge eating and yo-yo dieting? This is something that I did not realize when I was struggling with binge eating, but we constantly, and I say we as in the old version of me and so many women I talk to that struggle with binge eating, my current clients initially until I teach them, that we are constantly thinking about what we don't want. We don't want to stress about food. We don't want to gain weight. We don't want to be fat. We don't want to worry about food. We don't want to eat unhealthy. We don't want to binge. We don't want to go to the store and get sugar, right? We don't want all of these things. We don't want X, Y, and Z. Well, what the mind, God, the universe does not know is the word no. So what happens is that whatever you think about, you create more of that. So if you say, I do not want to be anxious about food, what that is telling your mind or the universe is that I want to be anxious about food. If you say, I don't want to be fat, what that tells your mind and the universe is, I want to be fat. Because when you think about what you don't want, you are thinking about that subject, the reality of the subject, and the reality that that subject exists. So when you think overweight or fat, you create that. Even if you're saying, I don't want to be that, you actually create that. So a lot of people say, I don't want to be poor. They just create more poverty because all they're thinking about is poverty, poor, not having enough. So what do we need to do to switch this thought pattern so that we can actually create what we want, which is overcoming yo-yo dieting and emotional eating and mastering our emotions and mastering our relationship with food in our body? We need to think about what we do want to create. So instead of saying, I don't want to binge, instead, I want you to ask yourself, okay, what do I want? So I don't want to binge. I do want to eat slowly and stop when I'm 80% full, for example. Great. So now every time you think, I don't want to binge, like let's say it's the weekend and that's normally when you binge and you're scared you're going to binge, or it's nighttime and you're stressed and that's normally when you binge and you're scared you're going to binge. Instead of saying, I don't want to binge, I want you to switch your focus to, I want to go home and sit down with my meal and enjoy my meal and stop when I'm 80% full. Or I want to go on vacation and order what I am craving and stop when I am full. The trick is your mind's so easily, especially if you're in the habit of this, your mind is so easily going to go, I want to stop eating when I'm full and I don't want to continue eating. Again, that whole I don't want to to continue eating past fullness just brings into your reality that you're going to continue eating past fullness. So you really have to be careful what you are either consciously or subconsciously thinking about and saying to yourself. Again, you need to bring your focus to what you want. Instead of saying, I don't want to gain weight, say, I want to wake up and feel light and beautiful in my body. Instead of saying, I don't want large arms. I want to have light, thin, beautiful arms. That's just an example, just because that's a common goal a lot of my clients have. So just know that. But again, it's what do I want? What do I want? Knowing what you don't want is helpful. It's not a bad thing, but now we need to switch it to, okay, this is what I don't want. So what do I want? Right? What do I want? So if you're going to a dinner and you're saying, I don't want to be anxious about food. Okay, great. Well, what do you want? I want to walk into this dinner party and I want to feel cool, calm, relax. I want to talk to everybody. I want to enjoy company. And I want to sit there and see the food and not feel the need to eat it just because it's there. And I want to feel so relaxed. And I want to feel like I have control and power over my eating habits. That is what you want. That is what you want. Turn your focus from what you don't want to what do I want to create. Instead of saying, I don't want to be overweight. I want to be thin. I want to love how I look in photos. I want to see pictures of myself and go, dang, who is that sexy lady? That's what I want. That's what I want. So I want you to start bringing awareness to what are you telling yourself? What are you thinking about? Because more likely than not, you're thinking about what you don't want, what you don't like, what you hate, what you want to change. Great, great. That gives you information. But now I really want you to ask yourself, how do you want to feel? How do you want to look? What do you want your eating habits to look and feel like? What do you want your relationship with your body to look and feel like? And I want you to bring that feeling and that visualization and that mental image so clearly into your mind and repeat it as many times as you can remember throughout the day, every single day, until you genuinely start to feel that that is your new reality. But when you're so focused on what you don't want, you literally just bring more of that in. So instead of saying, I don't want to run out of money, or I'm scared that I'm not going to be able to pay rent, think about, I am bringing in the money that I want through my thriving business, or I am able to get multiple jobs so that I can pay for the lifestyle that I love, whatever your current finances look like or job. But that's just an example of turning what you don't want into what you want, because whatever you think about, whether you say I want it or not, is what you're going to bring. So if you say, I don't want a husband who cheats, you're going to get a husband who cheats. Instead, say, I want a husband who is loyal and faithful and kind and considerate. Instead of saying, I don't want my mom to be rude to me, I don't want my mom to say all these things, say, I I see me and my mom getting along so well, having beautiful conversation, laughing, bringing up old positive memories that we do have. Instead of saying, I don't want to look frumpy and overweight and gross in these photos or this outfit or this bathing suit, think about, I want to feel beautiful. I want to feel so confident. I want to feel radiant and so just incredible in this bikini, in this outfit, in these images. So, long story short, turn what you don't want into what you do want. And then once you know what you do want, put all of your energy and focus and power into that. Into that. Okay? You promise me that you are going to start this practice. It will change your life. It will change your life. It has changed mine. It has changed my clients. It will change your life. It will. Now, if you want to work with me one-on-one to overcome binge eating, emotional eating, yo-yo dieting, and you're ready to invest in yourself so that you can become your most confident, radiant self, and that you can finally have the relationship with food and with your beautiful body that you have always, always dreamed of, then go to my website at www.teamevolve.co and submit an application form to work with yours truly. And I will reach out to you directly via text or WhatsApp, depending on whether or not you are in the US or if you are in Europe or Asia. Surprisingly, I get a lot of clients from Europe and Australia, which is so cool because I am in California and I just love being able to work with people from all over the world. How amazing is that we can do that now? That's just beautiful. Now, if you want to follow me on my other social medias, then you can follow me on Instagram at Vivian No, and on TikTok at Vivian No with an underscore at the end, because Vivian No without the underscore was taken. And if you want to see other binge eating, emotional eating, yo-yo dieting content from me, then go ahead and click on this video right here. And otherwise, thank you so much for being here and for supporting this channel and for supporting yourself. Because if you're watching this, that means you're trying to grow and get better. And that is incredible. I'm sending you so much love. Bye, guys.